centered in the real world. So when it's out of balance, it feels very burdensome and overwhelming. Now consider that the English-speaking world is viewing this event from the energy of the 9, which is transformation, and the French are viewing it from the 8, which is the energy of protection. So whenever the two merge, the 9 plus the 8, we once more have the energy of the 8 appearing, thereby making that energy even stronger. Now, this is incredibly valuable as the energy of protection and commitment is carrying greater strength through unity and demonstrates the movement toward oneness. By then adding Paris, France to this date, even more is revealed, because both in English and French, Paris, France is a 7. Now, this energy is centered around claiming divine mastery with the opportunity to be both the novice and the master to learn life's lessons. So when the energy of the 7 is young, it can be viewed as wasting time on things that are not important. It can be egocentric. However, this is a prime energy, and this is filled with creative markers that often support musicians, artists, and the creative living that is so often associated with Paris. So incorporating the Paris 7 with the 9 of the date in English, we arrive at 7 again. And when the 7 is added to the French 8, we arrive at the 6. Now, this is remarkable because when these two dates are added together, when we have the 7 plus the 6, we actually arrive at the date of the incident, 13. This event, in order to have the cosmic energy necessary for supportive shift, had to happen on November 13th, 2015, and it had to take place in Paris, France. This is why the earlier Beirut incident was not as strongly influential within the media storm that is currently bombarding the planet. You know, the strongest indicator of this event was that it was predetermined to bring together the political and emotional bodies of the English-speaking world with the French to create the framework needed to move forward with either war or understanding. Now, this does not negate all the other languages, simply that English and French were playing their role as the ones to initiate the gathering of energy. This actually supports the recognition that through this dialogue, all other worldwide leaders are attempting to discover a pathway that serves this new paradigm. This is an unfolding experience, and not surprisingly, another coincidence that leaders would also be together at the G20 summit at this precise moment. So what do all these numbers mean when we put them all together? Well, gazing beyond the individual numbers and focusing back upon the 13, we arrive ultimately at the number 4, arrive the 1 plus the 3. Regardless of the language used, we arrive at the 4. And this is the real energy of this moment, and the energy that could have easily been hidden on the surface without the application of the science of ascended numerology. The 4 is the number that has the greatest potential for healing and emotional stability. It comes forward through all experiences. Only when the 4 can discover maturity will it break free from the distress and instability within the day-to-day earthly experience. The energy of the 4 is seeking balance, and until it discovers this balance, it will try everything it can to bring forward healing at any cost, because sometimes healing can look like something quite the opposite of the intended outcome. This is the moment that all of humanity has known was arriving, and through this seesaw moment of polarity, the ultimate game of balance is upon us all. Only through cultivating inner balance will you be able to navigate the earth as it moves through this 4 experience. The ascension potential of this moment is huge, and the potential to drop through this moment is equally large. The ultimate challenge for those who are anchored into the ascension escalator of 2015 through 2022 is to honestly answer the question, can I continue to witness the events around me without collapsing or lashing out? You need to really honestly ask yourself that question. The massive amount of injustice and innocent victims will challenge even the most committed light worker. It is meant to. This is the moment to persevere through the temptation of activism and to enter into the ascended process of passionate action. War is an extension of activism. It harnesses the energy of hate, anger, and injustice into a, quote, just reason to create more tragedy. It's an opportunity for the energy of annihilation to gain momentum. Once this energy starts moving, and it already has, it becomes a force that easily calls many into its embrace as it carefully and effectively takes over. This is the energy of the 4 when out of balance and seeking healing at any cost. Alternately, through passionate action, there is the opportunity to remain focused upon the bigger picture as we collectively harness the force of ascension awareness. Passionate action does not mean that you are ignoring the atrocities or sticking your head in the sand. Quite the contrary. It is the energy of the 4 fully balanced. It is a force that is clear, strong, and effectively empowers the energies of mutual respect, harmony, and the ascension of humanity. Through the empowerment of this balanced energy, the choices we make affect the whole through the diminishment of the planetary thought body of hate and judgment. Actions created from the presence of balance empower the inner radical and can safely and effectively harness the energy of action into positive shifts for all. In late October 2015, my beloved Shri and I received clear guidance, as we do every month, to share that there would be a media frenzy coming forward in the month of November. We were shown that this would be due to a trigger event, and we were guided not to share anything that would stimulate speculation or fear. Because it's important to remember that even speculation adds to a planetary thought body already gaining momentum through fear. We were also given extraordinary content for a new tele-journey and clearly told that the program would be important to have available for those who have chosen the Ascension pathway in January 2016. We share this as a loving reminder that we are all loved so very much that we are being protected and showered with the guidance needed to navigate these times. If we harness our inner radical toward passionate action, we then invite the ego to stand aside and rest. It is only the ego that seeks to be the activist. We invite you to revisit the video we released as November 2015's Revelations on the YouTube channel Official Shri and Kira. And we invite you to listen to it again in the wake of the events that have now taken place. We invite you to consider bringing passionate action into your life and to set aside the energies of fear as you gift for yourself and to our planet. Fear is the illusion, and war is not the only option for our planet. The years 2015 through 2022 will make the critical difference for our collective future, and the actions you take now matter. Your beautiful light presence and how you apply that gift matters. Now, more than ever, are you ready to take a stand for our collective future? Are you ready to send the clear signal to the planetary thought body that it can no longer derive the fuel of fear from you? We invite you to read this again and again. We invite you to share with everyone you know and to remember that the science of ascended numerology is what opens up the recognition of the greater energies at work. All we ever need to do is listen. We love you and we welcome your questions and feedback. And we recognize that this may have provoked a lot of different thoughts and energies and emotions within you. Please hear, beloved ones, that our only intention is to offer to you an alternative voice at a moment of chaos, to remember that everything that has happened is not in vain if we can collectively come together and inspire our greater future. Namaste, beloved.